Yeah, from what it looks like, they're all functioning. Okay. So we're... Alright.
Hello.
All of y'all got a good grasp on your mics today?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, today is a little bit unconventional.
So...
At Seths' house.
Yeah, so today we decided that we would do the podcast in a very special place. We decided that this time we weren't going to do it at Reyes. We were going to do it at Seth's and try out his new room because he just moved into a new house.
This house is great. Has central air.
That's awesome. I noticed when I walked in, it was very easy to breathe.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you're not breathing in sulfur.
Because, yeah, like the last house, I'd walk in and then, like,
It
I'd
smelled like...
have to go outside for, like, 30 seconds because, like, the uranium in the air really hurt my lungs.
Yeah, no, we had a lot of sulfur in our home, and it gave me a lot of headaches. It was really hot. Really hot.
Why is there sulfur in your vents?
Because there's sulfur in the air of Utah, I think.
And there's no sulfur here in this location?
No, because it's central
Have you ever
air.
tried, like, just, like, turning on your vacuum and putting it up to the air?
Yeah, maybe that's what we should
Like
do
I watched
about
I watched a Tom and Jerry cartoon and it worked just like that.
Yeah, I don't understand why pollution is just a big problem.
Seth, you don't understand. I'm 12 years old and all cartoons fictionally mean reality to me.
Yeah, no, I'm 12 years old too, and I think the exact same thing. I'm agreeing with you here, okay?
But welcome to Suburban Ghouls. This is episode 3. I'd like to celebrate first that we have 5 subscribers now, guys.
Let's go.
Let's fucking
5
go.
subs. That's fucking crazy.
That's good.
You know, when
That's
I
a
first made my
start.
first channel, I only got 4 subs. So this is...
Well, my first channel got like 37, so yeah.
Oh, well, good for
Get
fucking
fucked,
you, jerk off.
Get fucked, BJ.
Nah, it's good.
Mr.
Hold on.
fucking
Hold
famous
on.
37.
Hold on.
Yep.
Hold on. I got something to say to BJ.
Uh-huh.
I made Minecraft animations.
Okay.
Each got 100 views.
Okay.
And I had 100 subscribers. So
Okay.
how
Wow.
about you go jack yourself off with your 37 fucking subscribers,
why
you
have
pussy.
You told this earlier? Why can't we could make some fucking sick ass Minecraft intros?
Because I don't
Yeah.
use it anymore.
Yeah, but like, what if Seth does like what all intro things do, and they do like have you seen the ones where they start off simple and then it turns into like some Minecraft dude raping another
Yeah.
thing, and then that's the intro?
God,
Have
yeah.
you not? Yeah.
Why
Why
yeah,
does?
Seth's seen them.
horrible.
He's made them. He makes them all.
Yeah, make
Yeah,
it
see,
all-
that's what I'd be afraid of. If
I'm
Seth
the-
did that, it
I'm
would
the
just be like
man.
a random situation with a creeper that gets fucked, and I feel like that would be.
I mean, I guess
Nah,
we're in
I-
It would be really funny, but it'd be like. Really
I deleted
inappropriate.
them and I don't have access to them anymore because the computer that had them is fucking fried.
Did you just like hand draw them?
No, I had this thing called Minimator, and you had
way.
I
fucking.
downloaded that. I did not know how to use it though.
Dude, I could have
Too
could have
complicated.
taught you if you knew me fucking
Damn.
when I was 13. You
Damn.
fucking
He could have
stupid.
taught you how to get a creeper fucked by
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
Steve.
dude.
No, I think this is a good position to be in because I always wonder, with those people that animate creepers getting, titty
Railed?
fucked, what do they do afterwards? Where do they go? like,
I think
do
the
they
question you
just
should
go
be
into
asking
bed?
more is how much money do they make
Yeah,
off
they
of
make
doing
enough
those?
money that it doesn't even matter.
But like, is
Little
it like,
kids
do you
love
think
seeing
like
it.
Jeff Bezos is animating those, and it's just like a side hustle thing?
I want to go on Fiverr and see if maybe there's some things on Fiverr that would be like, pay me $5 and I'll draw your favorite Minecraft character getting fucked by Notch.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of a good intro, you know?
That would be pretty good.
Kind of a good intro.
Like maybe I should do that. Just go on.
Let's replace our thumbnails with just Notch fucking like Minecraft pigs. I think that'd be great.
I'll consider that. I'll just
Alright,
go on Fiverr and just be like, hey, we're a brand new podcast. We need a good intro.
we-
Will
I
you
like
be
how
willing to
Notch is
animate
a-
us
Yeah,
one?
like a
Yeah.
Nazi. I like how Notch is a Nazi. That's
I've
pretty
heard
cool.
about that.
He's a
and
what?
then I always
He's like a neo-Nazi.
When? Since when?
Since
he says stuff on Twitter. I always look.
yeah,
at
the shit on Twitter he says is pretty fucked
Isn't he
up.
like Norwegian?
Yeah, he's a Norwegian person.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, listen. I say that because you look at. I'm taking it back. We're doing some history now. Some of y'all aren't gonna know this, but I'll explain it. So, like, you look at a band like in Norwegian, like Mayhem, to where they're a bunch of black metal dudes and they really like making music.
But they
Goddamn, are like a lot of them racist. Specifically, one named Varg. He
Varg.
would Varg.
Varg
Yeah,
the racist.
yeah, Varg the racist.
Viking.
He's a bard. He's a part of what's his band? I'm probably gonna butcher it. It starts with a B of some sorts, but he did all the music by himself. Basically, he's a Norwegian feller, black metal, who got famous and made black metal decently famous with the church burnings in Norway. basically he just went around burning, Norway churches down, all for Satan. And, while he was doing it, he was like, Hitler's pretty badass.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
unfortunately, he would go around and say that.
Oops.
Well, Hitler was an artist. I wonder if he was alive today. He would draw that creeper.
He did go to art
God.
school.
Yeah.
If he was alive, he would probably be drawing creepers
only-
getting fucked by Notch.
You can only imagine the kind of today I'm gonna animate a creeper fucking Hitler in the back of the ass.
Adolf's
I'm
YouTube
here to
channel.
teach you.
Today, I think it'd be like a hentai reviewer.
Hello, this
Hey
is
guys,
Adolf.
today I'm
2005
gonna be
music.
reviewing-
That's his intro. This is his intro. It's gonna fucking just start off with, and then it's fucking Adolf. He's like, "What's up, guys? This is Adolf. Today we're gonna fucking review some
I know.
hentai."
I feel like you'd be a commentary YouTuber.
I feel like
He'd be like a Leafy Club.
What's up, guys?
Nah,
Guys,
he'd probably
today we're
be
gonna
something
pick
like.
the cringiest race of all time.
No, you see what happened is it would be exactly like how Varg got banned off YouTube because basically what happened also is that Varg would go to prison for murdering one of the main creators of Mayhem.
Sick.
And basically he would serve about, I think, 15 years because that's the maximum sentence for Norway in prison.
what the
I'm
fuck?
not joking you.
What
You could
the
commit
fuck?
any crime you want there and it's 15 years max.
Let's go to
Damn.
Norway.
Yeah, here's you do some marijuana.
Why are you looking at me while you're saying that? You want to fucking murder me or some shit?
It's bizarre. But basically, after he got let out, he made a YouTube channel where basically he would do exactly what Hitler probably would have done. Gone on YouTube and be like, the black metal scene has been really ruined by these homosexuals, he'd say shit like that. And then, of course, his YouTube channel gets fucking removed. Because,
Well, it would have prospered in early 2010s.
Well, that's the thing that's what he tried to do. He tried to do it in early 2010, but that was
he's one of the first.
He
That
was
means
one of
he
the
wasn't
first
saying
people
some
to
bad
show
shit.
that.
To get banned.
Kind of, for that kind of content, because he got famous after he came out of prison, so everyone knew who he was because he murdered the lead band member of Mayhem and also made this whole, I want to say it's Burzum. That's what it is. That's his band, Burzum. He made Burzum and it fucking blew up bigger than Mayhem for a bit. So after he got out of prison, he had already written 3 albums for Burzum. And, was already getting this small attention, just going around saying, Hitler's did some pretty cool things. He may have done it in the wrong ways, but I've got the right ideas of how these works. Shit like that. Very upsetting shit like that. So, of course, YouTube's going to look at that and be like, wrong.
I wonder if he was into the Pepe meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, he probably is now. That's the thing. I finally learned why that got considered racist. I learned through a documentary.
Yes, you watched the documentary?
I watched
So good.
I watched a documentary called Alt-Right. It was on Netflix.
Oh, I watched a different one.
This one talks about how basically how I guess political communities now have neo-Nazis, or they allow it because we live in a country that allows you to say what you want. And basically what happened was that I learned that the reason why that meme got banned was because a lot of they're called meme artists in the documentary, and basically they covered their face, but they explained how they would make propaganda with Pepe as a neo-Nazi and shit. They would dress the character up and make him do gross shit, because it was related to how neo-Nazis and KKK members make their own sort of comic books. It's it's so weird.
Well, yeah, there's a documentary called Feels Good Man, which talks exclusively on Pepe. My dad said it is his favorite documentary of all time, which is very funny because it's about a cartoon frog. So the fact that he said that's
Well, that's the craziest thing. It's a fucking literal cartoon meme frog that got ruined by a bunch of racists.
And the original
It's
comic
unacceptable
writer,
now.
Yeah, the original comic writer, he had to kill off the character in the comics because of all the racist shit.
I mean, yeah, when you have your character dressed up as well, when he's being propaganded as a fucking Nazi, and it's legit shit that kids
you don't
can
wanna
buy.
be connected.
But-
Well, exactly. It's when that shit shows up on a T-shirt and kids can go out and buy that at a store. That's where it's that crosses the line. It's okay, somebody's making money off of my idea in a hateful way.
Yeah, no. But
Poor
what
guy.
I think is interesting is here it's a hate symbol. It's used as propaganda for Nazi terminology. But over in Hong Kong, they're using it to protest. They're trying to get their freedom. So I think that's interesting that how it's hateful in one country.
It's not. It's like a
used for peace in
spectrum.
another one.
It's like Pepe is a spectrum.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
really just-
hateful side to it, and then there's a.
At this point, it's kind of just It's a frog that you could use to push whatever message you want now.
See, and it's crazy how Twitch streamers still use it because
Uh-huh.
there's
I mean, it's
things
still in
like
Twitch chat.
there's
I don't
still,
even think-
Yeah, isn't it still?
No,
on
it's
Twitch
still-
chat?
No, it's banned off of Twitch. I'm
Really?
pretty sure.
I'm
Well, because
pretty
here's the thing: is
sure it is.
Hillary Clinton was the one that instated that it is now racist. Like she instated and
Yeah.
like that is now a
Dead ass?
Yes. Like I remember this in 2018 when I was in class and I heard about Hillary Clinton was the one that instated that this like Pepe is now seen as a hate symbol speech.
That's
I'm not
fucking
sure
funny.
if Pepe's still on the Twitch platform, but you can get add-ons for Twitch that I know for sure he's definitely on those ones. I'm not.
Well,
Twitch might have removed him.
No, I think it's now a fucking guideline thing where if you have like custom emojis, where like because every fucking Twitch streamer has that, you can't have Pepe. If they removed Pepe as a fucking meme, then
Well, they removed the PogChamp guy too, and you could still.
Well,
they're still.
wait, why did they remove him?
That's
Because
a,
he's like anti-coronavirus person. He was in the Trump like raid.
Yeah,
at the
he
Capitol.
supported the
the Trump raid.
what was it called? The insurrection
Yeah.
in
well,
I'm
is
not
Pog.
okay. I'm not gonna lie to you.
the coup. Yeah,
I'm not
Kinda
gonna.
weird
Yeah, I
shit.
won't lie to you. It's kind of silly when we block those things when
Yep.
people. Okay, listen. The way to explain this best is like you're gonna have two sides to this. You're gonna have people who are trying to say their minds, and then you're gonna have people that are trying to spread hate. Two different things. And I think with the fucking Poggers guy, I don't think it's the idea that he's spreading hate, the idea that, this is a hateful system. I think it's the idea, it's just their beliefs. And I think what people need to understand too is like, when somebody says that they support Trump, you should not immediately be like,
Oh, he's
you're
racist.
a bad person,
Yeah.
you're evil. Because the thing is the same thing can go for people who support Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton.
Of course.
I'm going to be honest, none of them are good. You support any side and none of them are going to sound good, but that doesn't mean you should immediately jump on the idea of this person's a bad person. I hate this person because they support the one pedophile that I don't like.
Yeah.
They're all
So
pedophiles.
when somebody
don't
like
hang out
that, when
with
somebody like that
Jeffrey
who's been on the platform for a while gets removed because of their ideals that aren't even considered hateful, I guess in some of the eyes they'd be considered dangerous because it is affecting how people see the masks. But honestly, at this point, we've had it go back and forth, and I think Poggers is just generally shown as not a hateful symbol.
Well, I think it goes. It was a little bit deeper than that. He kind of spread. He was a spreader of like Asian hate, and he was.
Okay,
he
then
didn't believe the
never-
coronavirus.
never mind.
However, what I want to say
Isn't
is
he Asian?
That's what I
but
thought.
He was like
That's what I was thinking. I was
so
like,
he hates
isn't he
himself.
Asian?
He switched
He was
teams.
spraying the whole like kung fu virus. Yeah, he's switching sides. But
He said,
but
"Fuck this
what
Asian
I-
shit."
What I wanted to say is, I do think that it was a bad decision to remove him from Twitch. Because what are we calling the dude right now? The Pod guy. He's a nameless person. He's his
we
mouth.
still use the term Poggers. That's the thing.
No, of course. But what I'm saying is, like, once we nobody, if they didn't, if Twitch didn't choose to remove him, it wouldn't have been a story. Nobody gives a fuck about the Pog guy's opinion on the election or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think with removing him, it's like, oh, they removed Pog. Who's the Pog guy? And it's like Gekume or whatever the fuck his name is. And then they
Gekume?
go into fucking, it's some G name. They go into his, his Twitter, and then they read, and then they slowly get radicalized. Whereas he could have just been the Pog guy.
That's why Twitch is slowly becoming this less liked platform, I feel, because for a while, it's this really interesting thing until you realize it just goes deeper and deeper, and that Twitch will
The
just...
mods are so twisted. They're
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like corrupt. They don't.
Because
They
it's the
play
only...
favorites.
Yeah, because it's the only amount of power they're going to get in their life, so it's like, I get to tell this person they
and
don't
the
get
fact
to
that-
watch the
fact
stream.
that they're all like
You don't get to
nameless
watch. I'm gonna
people-
ruin this person's life. Like
So
that's what
weird.
they do because that like everybody on that platform. That's their fucking job.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
not
For the
all.
low, but if you're like popular
a pretty
enough,
good majority of those people on Twitch, that's their job. Like that's how
Yeah.
they make their money. And admins can ruin their fucking
Yeah,
lives
by getting
very
rid of
easily.
it.
And it's the same thing with YouTube.
I love seeing the people that I guess the streamers that technically work on Twitch, or they say they work on Twitch, and they're like, I have power.
Yeah.
I can do what I
whatever I
want.
Shit. I
They have to
forgot-
listen
I
to me.
forgot
I
the
know
name.
someone.
And then you
The
meet them in
girl.
real life. And they're
Yeah,
like,
her
fucking fat.
fucking
Yeah.
Dude, she's a weird one. She like
Wait, the cake farts or like the
cake
farts? Who's cake
No,
farts?
not
Pause
cake
that.
farts.
We're coming back to
that's
that
a
later.
that's a whole other thing I think you're talking about. No, I'm talking about that one Twitch chick, the one deer bitch that was like, I'm work for Twitch and
Yeah, so
you have to
basically-
listen
Yeah.
to me.
Oh,
She was working for Twitch though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she
she was
was.
labeled as like basically not even an employee. They're
Well,
like
she
she's
was
not,
like a representative.
she's
or
not.
something.
She doesn't go to meetings. She's not in any business. Like
Yeah.
she just is. She basically is there to have the name tag. I work here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
literally
That
what
sucks.
it is.
That's a
But
shit
yeah,
job.
she was going on Twitch and like, nobody can bully me now because I have power.
Well,
over
wasn't the
everyone
whole
on
thing
Twitch.
that they're like the reason she was there was that she was on like a council, I guess, kind of
Yeah,
like
it
a
was a
weird
council, a bunch
council
of
that
Twitch-
would decide
Yeah.
of a bunch of Twitch streamers that would
they don't have
decide
power.
if
Decide
someone was
your
supposed
fate.
to be decide if someone was
like how
supposed to be
YouTube-
banned.
Remember those YouTube helpers or whatever, that controversy in like 2016? It was
YouTube
about
heroes.
YouTube heroes. It was about as much power as that. They really couldn't do that much shit. But she was pretending that she could, which was stupid.
She's a retard.
What was
Sorry.
that?
Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
okay.
Hey,
No, it's okay.
apologies.
We said why that word is used on here. We know exactly why.
That's true.
Do you remember what was it called? Fucking the bully something. It was the Twitch people that fucking.
Are you talking about the video where?
I'm talking about.
Stop bullying.
I'm talking about the bully stoppers. Is that what they're called? No.
No.
The
What are
the
they
group
called?
of the group of female gamers that went around and then tried to
you're
stop
talking
bullying,
of-
and then they got fucking
I'm looking it up.
they stopped existing
Well, the
because
thing was is that it wasn't an actual group. They were made to sell headphones, but they made up like this big campaign.
they
Stop
didn't they
bullying,
fake that whole
girl.
entire video of them
Gamer.
catching the bully.
Yeah,
So
bully.
here's the
fighters.
thing: if you get bullied on like online, you probably deserve it.
No, not necessarily.
I don't know.
Everybody gets.
I feel
bullied.
like
You
you're
could-
going to get bullied no matter what.
Yeah,
I think it's the
impossible.
idea warning of you should be careful about what you post about because it might make you a target for something you didn't want to become. Like
bully hunters.
bully hunters, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that became a whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
it
it was oh my god.
And then they got
no.
shut down like a week
Yeah.
later.
No,
Yeah.
because I remember before Leafy and shit got like canceled, they posted a fucking video of bully hunters, and
Yeah.
it was this stupid ass fucking
Yeah.
video where on Counter-Strike they would fucking
Yeah.
they
they'd
would
hunt
go
there in the-
they
there.
would go and this guy would say shit like, "Oh dude, you're bad at the game," and then someone would
join.
someone would
bully
join.
hunter 29788.
Yeah,
It's like,
and
dude,
then
you're actually gonna pay people to join games when somebody goes,
Well-
"You're a woman, go in the kitchen."
It's like
well, if you
initiating
know how the
Titanfall.
game works, because they were in a comp game, and I know how the game works because I used to fucking play that game religiously.
yeah,
You can't join a comp game.
and
You
also
can't join a 5v5 when there's already 10
Five.
people
Yeah,
in the
wasn't that
fucking
the
game.
gimmick? Was that like they were able to just join fucking
Yeah.
games
Yeah.
and bully other
Well,
bullies?
yeah. Let me
Yeah,
ask this: What
but-
happens if the other bully is still more skillful? Are they gonna? Is the bully hunter gonna call
Uh-oh.
another bully hunter? Like,
Well,
what's
the
it-
only thing
Back
that,
up,
the, yeah, the only-
reinforcement.
the only thing I see for that is like, wouldn't that be considered like harassment and cheating? Because like if you're
Yeah.
joining,
Because you
comp-
have six on this side and 5 on that side.
Hey, you know what they have though? They have a mute button. Just mute them.
Oh my
Like,
god, thank you.
Yeah, that's all you
Just
need to
use
do.
the
I
button.
use it all the time when
Uh-huh.
annoying
Yeah,
kids
perfect.
are annoying me.
That's all
just
you
mute
need.
them.
Just mute them.
There you go.
You know, it's something that I wish a lot more kids would know is that there's a thing called the mute button.
Yeah.
Because then it makes it so that way you don't have to hear what the other person's opinions are, and if they're annoying, you can just make it. You can just know what it's like to be deaf, and it's amazing.
And it's not a solution for all forms of cyberbullying, obviously. But when you're gaming and there's somebody going, you're probably fat and ugly. I
Yeah,
fuck
if
your
you're
mummy. I fuck
playing
your mummy.
fucking
You have.
League of Legends or any game for that matter. I'm just using League because that's the most common one where
That's
people
like the most
That's
toxic.
like the most toxic game. It's what
Yeah.
it's known for. Press the mute button, and you will slowly watch the person who was making fun of you get worse and worse, and continuously feed, and you will be continuously getting better because you're not
And
getting mad at another
I
person.
know this may
being
sound
a
like
keyboard warrior or whatever.
insensitive or whatever, but like also it's a video game. Like
yeah.
have
You
a little
can't
lighthearted.
see their face.
If somebody goes up to you and say, "You're cancer. You're gay. You're gay."
See, if only
just say, "No, I'm not."
If only
I know me.
If only it was that simple. If only you could just tell people it's just a game. But you see, what I've learned from
But
gaming
saying
is
it's just a game is such a weak
That
mindset.
shit's your
well,
life,
the thing is
man.
when you say those words, they're not gonna calm someone. They're gonna trigger them.
They're gonna make
more.
it worse.
Trust me, because like I know this. I'm a gamer myself. Whenever someone tells me it's a game, whenever someone tells me it's just a game, it's like you're
gonna
a game.
fucking
I'm gonna
hurt you.
I'm gonna kill
Yeah,
you now.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking hurt
You're
you.
dead.
I'm just saying more like if I'm
Let's
playing,
1v1 right
if
now.
I'm
Getting
playing
doxxed.
Gmod and somebody says your voice sounds fat. You're fat. You or like if you're. I mean, obviously I'm not a girl,
Dude,
so I don't understand the sexual side or whatever. But you know, just like leave the game.
I remember when someone said that to me, like, you sound fat. And this actually was when I was fat, so they kind of were right, because the way that they found out was because I guess when I was a bigger kid, I used to breathe a bit louder. So they heard me breathing, and they're just like,
Fucking detective
yeah, I know.
CBI.
I was playing Dark Souls, they're like, yeah, we know you're a fat guy, you're breathing pretty hard. And I was like, damn,
See,
okay.
that was my thing. When everybody said, "Oh, Dream's fat," what I was like, "Do you guys hear his voice? He
And-
has a fat voice." Like,
Well,
come on,
that's
bro.
the thing is, I think it turns out that Dream might not actually be fat.
Oh.
That's the
bullied-
thing.
they
Yeah,
bullied
so
a fucking random
apparently
fat kid.
there was some. I think something came out.
fucked.
I want to say something came out where the kid who was in the photo
Yeah.
that everyone was calling Dream. Oh, I dropped my phone. That the photo that everyone was calling Dream. Turns out that was just some random kid, because I think he went on Reddit and came out and was like, guys,
Please stop.
this is not me. I'm not Dream. Because I guess those pictures of when Dream was posting his thin wrists, I guess that actually might have been Dream.
Well, I wanted to add, I know we talked about this earlier, but I want to bring it up one more time just because how fucked up it is. No matter what Dream does, his fan base is always like, "Oh, we forgive him, we love Dream." The second he found out that he was fat, it was like #EndDream, #KillDream. Like that shit was trending on Twitter. It's like, dude, you were sucking his dick 2 weeks ago when you thought he was
I
skinny.
think
Now he's fat. You're like,
I think Seth's mic got disconnected.
Really? No, it's not.
Well,
Right here.
it's not.
I'm on-
We're picking up 3 mics,
Whisper.
not 4. We're supposed to be picking
That's my mic.
Araya's mic was not connected.
See, my mic is this one.
I looked up Dream Fat Kid. Maybe that's not what I should be looking at.
Oh, it's back, it's back, it's back.
Sorry, mates.
Sorry.
It's whatever. That wasn't that long. Well, the thing is, too, that I was going to add to that is, like, I don't think it matters because Dream still has, like, that big viewer base that's kind of like
Dream
Leafy's, where
stands.
they will attack people if anyone says something bad about
Oh my
him.
god, for real, dude.
Yeah,
It's fucking
they're way
insane.
crazier than Leafy, I will say. Like,
Well, their dream stands.
I don't know about
I
that
think
They
one.
were,
No.
I
See,
think it's just
Leafy's-
people.
Leafy's was
explain. Leafy's was more toxic. They'll go and say "kill yourself" to a retarded kid, which was fucked up. And well, okay, wait, that's infinitely worse. Obviously.
Well, I think what they were trying, what the compared is like Leafy's was more, his fan base was trying to do it just because like it was
But
it was
Leafy was
meant
egging
it was
it on.
mean.
It was
My
meant for,
point
it was
is,
hateful.
Well,
Dream
yeah.
doesn't egg it on, and Dream's fans go after people. If somebody says,
I think
Dream
it's
sucks,
more.
people go after
I think
him.
it's more to defend Dream, to where like Leafy made it where he wanted people to attack.
Uh-huh.
He
Yeah.
made it
And
purposeful.
Leafy's
So-
fan base was kind of racist too.
No, they were
would
awful.
use hard R.
Yeah,
like, all
no.
along.
Well, I mean,
My
they were
point-
all fucking edgy. Like
Yeah.
that was a 2014 to 16 era.
Yeah.
But my point was that Leafy tries to send his fans to attack people, whereas Dream doesn't even have to do that, and they are just as vicious. You know, they're very PC. So
It's
they
kind of
don't say
like the
kill
same.
yourself,
It's
but-
kind of like the same thing as like PewDiePie because like that's
Mhm.
kind of just how PewDiePie.
But-
That's just how fans
Well, let me check
are.
Twitter
Yeah, that's
right
how
now.
fans
Let me
are,
see
to
if
be honest.
anything
Yeah.
is trending.
Violent.
When you get that
vicious.
big, you're always gonna have
You're
a
gonna
weird
have the-
stalker fan, a
You're gonna
weird
have-
fan who's like,
Hey, I
"Oh my
know-
god, I love you."
Have the
I
hit
know what bed
squad.
you sleep in. You sleep in a purple mattress, don't you?
Dude, that's like that's
This
fucking.
is your house, right?
That's fucking scary. Like I question YouTubers that get those kind of messages where it's just like, "Hey, apartment 135, right?" And you're just like, "What the fuck?" You're like,
Yeah.
"How did you figure that out?"
Yeah.
And you'll always have fans that are gonna fucking stand up to you. You're gonna have fans that think you're like that are like that think they're like your best friend, and they're gonna text you every day.
I
And they'll be
know
like,
them.
"How are
I
you?
don't.
Oh
I
my
don't
God."
get that. I don't get how
know
like
him. I
people
met him in
build.
real life.
I don't get how your mind just like is like this is my best friend. This YouTuber's my best friend.
Yeah,
I don't
parasocial
get that.
relationships.
It's
Well,
called-
because like you've never talked to that person. You only have met them through the videos that they've made.
And they don't know you. They see you as a number. You're just another subscriber. They
I just
give a
don't-
fuck.
I
What's
just-
the word that you use for like lying for no reason?
Fibbing.
No.
I guess white.
No, not whitewashing. There's an actual word for it.
Whitewashing. I think that's
White
something
lie,
completely
I think
different.
it's
That is
what-
complete. No. It's fucking
Lying for no reason.
lying just to lie.
You're thinking of compulsive liar?
Oh, compulsive lying.
Yeah, compulsive lying. Yeah, that's what those people are. They're compulsive liars
To themselves.
to themselves too.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Well, it's like you'll get like people that will go to people's houses and like maybe even the YouTube video won't even point out like, oh, come find my house, but maybe it was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get these people that you now have to deal with because they're at the door and it's like, oh god, are they gonna
Well,
fucking?
sometimes
Yeah,
it's like
no.
crowds of
That-
people.
That shit is
Is
crazy.
the thing.
However,
like, or it's like once a day. There's a different person at your
I
house,
have
and you're
been-
like,
yeah.
okay,
I
cool.
have been emailing PewDiePie for the past 6 months trying to get him on the podcast. I think he hasn't responded yet, guys, but I think he is going to respond soon because I watch all his videos, so we're like really close friends.
He's gonna
So I'm
send
just
one of his
waiting.
hit squads after us.
Yeah, these guys gonna fucking kill us.
Guys, these guys are messaging me every day. Go take down their channel.
That's the worst
You know,
PewDiePie
I've
ever done.
always, I know we're delving back down into YouTubers, and we'll switch this. This is the last thing we'll say about YouTubers, but all I'm gonna say is, I don't think Markiplier's as nice as he thinks he is. Like, I think
That's
I
true.
think I've thought this for so long. Mark
It's
looks really
definitely
nice when the camera's on, but I feel like when that
Yep.
camera's
Well,
off,
there was
he
something
is...
that came out that he was like super antisocial and everything. Like he didn't ever want to like leave his room or anything, which was like, I'm like, okay, that's a little.
I don't know. I've always seen the possibility of him just being like, "Hello, everybody." And when the camera's off, he's like, "All right, you fucking idiots, go and edit that.
I am going to bomb a small.
Why is this not done yet?
Go edit that while I go get a glass of milk."
Yes. Daddy Mark needs some milk.
Yeah, but to move
call me Mark
to
Milk.
to move on from YouTubers, since that's basically the equivalency of our last conversation. Something that I did want to talk about was the idea of, do you think Doge will ever eventually go up as a currency?
No, I think.
Why?
You're a good
Why?
one.
Why?
Look.
Like he spent.
See, I think.
No, don't spoil it yet.
So-
We'll figure that out once it gets through.
You invested a lot of money into Doge.
No,
right?
I didn't invest
No,
that much.
okay,
You have 100 coins,
But you
though.
have money
I have
in
more
Doge,
than that.
correct?
You have 200.
I have 200 coins, yes.
Okay.
Because when
Yeah, I
that
feel
market
like-
drops, you buy that shit.
Yeah, but
I feel like
the
you're
price
just
is
hoping
always
that it goes
dropping.
up.
Well, this is where I bring up the idea too. It's like,
You got.
you look at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin started off as kind of like a joke currency, and it took like a few years for it to even
did?
become
But
anything.
yeah.
It did. It was a joke currency where people looked at it and were like, "Is this even gonna be anything?" Because it just came out and it was
Yeah,
something.
I didn't
that
know it was
existed.
a
A
joke.
funny anecdote is JonTron made a joke about Bitcoin, and before, because he takes like 6 fucking years to upload, so he made a joke about Bitcoin, and then when he posted the video, it blew up. So he was like, "I'm gonna spend 1,000 Bitcoins to buy fucking pizza," and then when it
Yeah.
fucking actually did it.
It shot up as a currency.
So-
So I look at it as the same thing for Doge, because here's the thing, is Elon has announced that he's no longer taking Bitcoin. I've said this so many times, I know, but he no longer takes Bitcoin for his rockets, which
Yeah.
means he has to take on a different sort of cryptocurrency. And he's said that he's going to be using Dogecoin to pay for those rockets. So when I hear that, I think, well, he has to have big investors that are going to have to put money into this currency for it to become something to be used for building rockets. And from what I've seen, yes, it is possible, because you have people that have started buying it. Like, I want to say the most that it's been sold for so far is about $200,000 for like selling a whole stock of coins.
There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of people that will hold on to that because, your funds double every time when it goes up. So like,
I want to say I almost bought a shit ton of Bitcoin as a joke, or not Bitcoin, Dogecoin as a joke, because I thought it'd be funny. I didn't fucking do it.
well, that's the thing, is because I did, and
Yeah, and what do you know?
Well, here's the thing: there's my
But this
phone
is
dropping
before
for
the
the second.
blow
minute.
up.
No, but this is the thing: is this is like the first year it's well, I want to say this is like the first year it has become existent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I feel like it's going to take a few more years for that kind of currency to go up. It's the same thing for Bitcoin. It's something that's not going to shoot up overnight. It has to take time and money and, people to make it a currency. And my joke is that I'm not going to put any more money into it, but I have 200 coin as we speak right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like to think,
Wait till
well,
it
yeah,
goes
because I
through
mean,
the roof.
fuck, dude. Look
Yeah.
at Ethereum. Ethereum is like a bunch of money. That was once again another joke, and now it's a bunch of fucking money. It's like $2,000 a coin. I look
I'm
at
not doubting that
Classic
it can
shit,
happen.
though.
But
Don't buy Ethereum Classic.
Yeah, don't
I
buy
was-
Ethereum Classic.
I was joked by my friend.
yeah,
I was tricked. He was like,
You
buy
were
Ethereum
tricked.
Classic. It's not volatile at all. I buy it, and literally 3 weeks later it crashes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, if you're listening, thank you.
Thank you.
But
I
just
wasted $20.
But just imagine that though. It's like with me having 200 coin, like in 3 years it just turns into fucking 50K. That
yeah,
wouldn't.
no, that would
You're
be
literally
cool.
rich. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not praying for it to be like this is the only way I can survive.
I'm
This
just-
isn't it.
I'm
But
just saying, like, Elon has already been advertising it a lot, and we haven't seen it gone up too much.
Well, the reason
Because
it's because of Saturday Night Live.
that,
Yes, I
and
know,
also
I
because
crushed it.
it's so new. It's what I've
Yeah.
been saying.
Uh-huh.
It's such a brand new like currency. And the thing is what he stated. The joke currency can become the real currency
Uh-huh.
because that's kind of what it was with Bitcoin.
I want to make troll coin instead, because like we have the
you
Doge
will
coin. That's
you
a
will,
classic
you will
coin.
crash immediately. All these
Yeah, I
other
know.
all these other YouTubers
I know.
have attempted to make like Bitcoin or like Bitcoin
But I
related
just can't
currencies.
believe there's not a troll coin yet.
Like there was a
I
Tana
can't
Montague,
believe-
she made fucking Titcoin and that like dropped by 50% in stock on
Titcoin?
Titcoin and then it went down 50% in stock on like the second day.
Logan made
So
one
it basically
today.
doesn't exist anymore.
Face Clan made one.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Phase coin? Is that what it's called?
I think it's called like Save the Children coin. It's so stupid.
That's a fucking scam, I've
Yeah,
heard. That's a
yeah,
big
yeah.
scam.
And
Don't
then
invest in that.
Logan's doing one now, which is cool.
That's probably going to be a scam as well.
No, 100%. All of them are.
They're all scams.
They're
The
all
only ones
scams.
you can trust are the ones that have been there before.
Yeah, and troll coin, which is the coin
And
I'm
troll
making.
coin.
And I'm making link in description, please. To the moon.
But yeah, that whole to the moon thing. God, so many rich people are poor now. How funny is that? They now have to know what it's like to live as us.
Finally.
Imagine having to not be able to wipe your ass with a $100 bill and have to wipe
Oh,
it with
God.
Charmin's.
Yeah, Ultra Brand.
You gotta
Shout
use Charmin's.
Dude, they're gonna
They
die.
gotta use the great value now.
What if they are so poor they gotta get the toilet paper like breaks up in your ass when you wipe with it? Pain.
Get fucked.
fucking
Get,
really
get
The
thin
really
shit.
shitty, yeah, toilet
Might as
paper.
well be
out. Like the one
sandpaper.
ply shit. Ugh.
That's what happens when you put all your money into hedge funds. You fucking die.
Fucking die.
But just imagine that now. There's now actually like legit rich people who were sipping on fucking Chardonnay and, you know,
And box wine.
shitting
yeah.
on people, and now they're fucking living in motels because they put all their fucking
put
funds
too much
because
money in
no, it's
Dogecoin.
I look at it and it's like a literal fucking switcheroo moment because in 2005 when the market crashed, they were doing the exact same shit, standing on top of their big old houses because they put all that money into funds and they fucking pointed at people and go, "You're poor and we're not. We're gonna have a good time about it." 20 years later, look who's getting fucked.
We're
Actually,
broke.
15 years later, look who's getting fucked now.
I gotta ask, how do you feel about NFTs? You think that has any? I think it's
Those are
already dead.
pointless. Those are
Yeah,
literally
okay,
pointless.
yeah.
You're buying,
I'm glad we could at least
you're
agree on
buying
that.
photos that someone else has made that you think
It's a
are going to
PNG.
be.
It's a you're buying.
You,
a
you're
PNG.
buying things that you think are going to be worth money in the future, but you're gonna learn that they really
This
won't.
game is going to have NFTs.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
somebody bought the biggest one was the Ow Charlie My Finger one. Like that was like the biggest one that got sold because somebody fucking bought that one, and now it's like they own that video. But the way I look at that, it's like. You own well no they do
own
that's
the
the thing
dumbest
they
video
because
in the
it's not on
fucking
it's
world.
not on YouTube anymore. You can't
Yeah.
find it anymore because somebody has
Well, you can
purchased
find
it.
re-uploads. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure, but that's
But they
well,
get taken
original
down.
well, that's another thing too that I was saying is like you could always re-upload it and like re-record it and always have it. So I guess the purpose of owning it is just to own it, so that way you can be like, you can't use
But-
this and I can.
Yeah, but you're gonna resell that 10 years down the line, and somebody's gonna want Charlie Bit My Finger. for
Someone
30
like
million
Logan
now.
Paul was selling like the fucking titles, like the fucking thumbnails of his videos,
Yeah.
and like there's kids that are legitimately buying it because they're like,
that's stupid.
yeah,
I own it. I own it. I own
But
it.
well
like-
that, and it's like they think it's gonna be worth money, but I
But
just
it's such a shame because like buying physical artwork is like legitimately a good.
Well,
investment.
that's the thing is this is more. They're not buying it physical; they're buying it digital,
Mm-hmm.
and digital is like such a somewhat danger. Like it's the same.
It
Can
can
be, the same can be
literally
said for like
grind out
using
of your computer.
cryptocurrency since crypto is digital. But I feel like with what you're buying with NFTs, they're just a dumb fucking picture that you could literally copy and paste and say you own also.
You could make it yourself.
Like I just don't understand why you would spend $50K to own an My Finger Charlie video. Like I just don't understand why you would spend that much money to own it.
It is a humongous scam. However, we're going to be selling the thumbnail of this video for $30,000.
Yeah,
expected to go to the moon.
The drawn thumbnail that I drew on fucking
MS Paint.
Hey, but in a week though, it's going to be worth 20 million K. You don't know. You don't know. Take a chance.
God. If you fucking bought an NFT, you got scammed, you got fucked in the ass, and you didn't even say thank you.
Oh, God.
You should have asked them to take you to dinner first, you fucking idiot.
You should have asked if the dinner was real first.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't know. You know what? If you want to buy if you want to go and buy Logan Paul's thumbnails, go for it. You know, I'm sure he's gonna fucking rape your wallet, but like, it's okay. You knew what you were getting into.
That's not rape when you
anything Logan
consent.
Paul does has to be the worst investment of all time.
Yet, I bet if you work on his crew, you get millions of
Yeah,
bucks.
like if you worked on him during
No, for sure.
the
But I'm
fucking
saying
wrestle
like I'm saying
matches.
like buying a Logan Paul artwork, buying those Logan Paul Pokemon cards. He's doing everything. He made an NFT. He made Pokemon cards when the Pokemon cards were big. Now he's making the fucking cryptocurrency. Like, stop.
I like how he had his Charizard, his Holo Charizard in the Logan Paul
when he was
versus
about to fight.
Mayweather fight. That was pretty funny.
What a
as fuck.
what
That
a
was funny as
flex!
fuck.
What a flex!
Facts, dude. Because that thing is worth. How much is that even worth?
It's worth a lot.
It's worth a lot of money because that's like considered like super rare card.
I want to look it up.
Yeah, I love watching.
Ask Tony. Tony knows.
Because he's been searching
Really?
for the Charizard for like 9
knows.
years.
I'll try to ask him.
Like,
Hopefully he
open up a
responds.
case, guys. We'll see if we
God.
can get it.
You know, Deji, I know we're going back into YouTubers again. I just want to talk about Deji real quick and that fight that he did against the TikToker. You know, I think he technically is maybe considered the only fight that lost. But I got to give the Deji, he is a bulldog. The guy can fight. He made...
And he's tiny.
That, and he also like made Jake Paul bleed, and I don't
Yep.
think any other fighter's done that so far.
I feel like he won the Jake Paul fight still to this
I feel like
day.
that's the only fight Jake has ever actually been in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he punched an old man to death.
He punched an old
He
man.
he went
said,
into
"Yeah."
he went into his VAT system and punched the old guy, but the thing is like that's not a fight. That's just you making a free $50 million.
Yeah, I know.
Asshole.
I know he's gonna get so
Both.
much money if he fights like the top fighters in the world.
Well,
At this
he's
point, I don't care anymore.
he's gonna fight a UFC fighter very soon, so
Do it. I wanna see
he's
poor
gonna go
Conor
he's gonna go
McGregor.
against actual competition here
Poor
soon. But the thing is that that's
McGregor.
the biggest joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, McGregor. Fuck.
He's done for, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's
It's
yeah.
over for
I think-
McGregor.
It's over.
Now,
Broke
don't get
his
me wrong.
fucking ankle.
I support the guy, but
Love McGregor.
I think it's time that
And
he...
it's not like a break. It's like
the
a.
day
No,
before-
it's
it's
a
like
fracture.
it's gone.
It's a
No,
fracture.
The day before, he was like, he was talking to Joe Rogan. He's like, the shit you fucking said is going. I'm going to kill you in the octagon tomorrow. And what fucking happens?
He kills his fucking
He
leg.
he fractures his
He
fucking
kills
ankle.
his career.
Dude,
That's what he
his
kills.
shin touched the fucking octagon.
Yeah.
Like, there's
I
a
could
You could see his
picture.
face.
Whenever I see the photos of it, I'm like, don't get this out of here. I don't want to.
It's a real damn shame, man, because, like, that's probably going to go down as, like, one of his last fights.
It probably is his last fight.
How old is he?
He's in his 30s. I think
Okay.
he might be somewhere, maybe 40. I'm not sure, but...
Because if he's in like his 30s, he might have another few fights in him.
I mean,
but-
shit.
I don't know, because the
It's-
thing is his leg, when legs fracture like that, they don't
They
heal
don't
the same.
ever, yeah.
And honestly, his leg is like fucked up.
He's
that's
a
why-
good fighter. Don't get me wrong.
He I think he was a good fighter.
But people just evolve. People learn new techniques. That's kind of
Don't
just
get me
how
wrong.
fighting works.
He's still considered one of the only fighters to actually hold two like champion title ships at
yeah.
the same time, which is pretty impressive for a
impressive as
UFC
fuck.
fighter. But unfortunately, everyone has their downfall. I mean, Mike Tyson had the same thing where he begun losing every fight that he started doing until he got to the last one and said, "I'm not doing it
And
again."
now he's on ads for Mike's Rock Hard Lemonade.
Actually, he
So
did.
he's
He
living
did.
the life.
He did one
also
more
made
fight.
A show.
Yeah, the show's
He made a
pretty
show.
good.
He did one more fight though, and actually it was a pretty friendly fight. If you watched it, it was a pretty damn friendly fight. It was enjoyable, but everyone was sportsmanlike. But like there's that downfall with everybody because you're not going to be famous forever, and you're not going to be
Yeah.
the best in shape forever. So eventually, what's going to happen is you're going to start winning a bunch. and then you're going to start sinking a bunch because you've made all this money now, but unfortunately your body only takes so many beatings and it can only take so many strategies from, younger and older fighters. So eventually it starts to weigh on you and you start to not be able to handle fighting these new fighters, because every day you have people that are stronger, better, and faster that are joining UFC. And eventually one of them are going to become a brand new UFC title championship in the future. So, when they're already fucking knocking on your ass and shit, when you used to be the shit, that's already showing a pavement of the future. It sucks, but that's a pavement of the future for the future fighters. When they're knocking you on your ass, it means it's your turn to sit on the bench.
I wonder how the guy that McGregor was fighting feels.
Dustin Porter, I want to say that's who he fought.
Come in. What? Hi, can you leave? We're doing some.
What are you doing?
We're recording a podcast. Do you want to say hi to the mic?
Hi.
Okay, now get out. I love you.
What is the podcast about?
Whatever. But we're losing time. Because they gotta leave soon.
Can I stay in here?
No.
No, I'm sorry,
sorry,
kiddo.
Olivia.
We got to finish up. We'll be
Yeah.
out in a bit.
We'll be out in a bit, Olivia.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta leave like sooner than soon, like another 10 minutes.
That's fine.
And that was my sister.
Anyways.
That was Seths Sue's sister.
Sethisu.
But like I was saying, it's just that downfall. Like the fighter I want to say that fought him was Dustin Porter. I want to say that
Was it?
I think so.
I don't have my phone.
Check for me. I'm probably wrong. Portier. I want to say it was Porter or something. It's Portier or something like that. But yeah, he was brand. I think I want to say he's been around for a minute. But
Dustin Poirier.
yeah, Dustin Poirier. I say Porter, but Poirier. Yeah, he was the guy that he fought.
I
And
wonder
a
how
lot
he
of
feels.
a lot of people kind of had the idea that.
Probably pretty fucking good.
Well, I think
Well,
everyone.
that was kind of a shitty win. I feel like
Yeah.
if I were the guy who was fighting McGregor
Still,
and
you
I
beat
saw
McGregor.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
it's it's not a fair
No,
way
no,
to
no.
say, oh, I beat McGregor. No, he fucking
No.
fractured
Well,
his
I
fucking
mean,
leg.
he had to
his
do-
career's gonna skyrocket
He had to
after
take
that.
some sort of damage for his leg to snap like that because he couldn't have just stepped
Yeah.
back and then his leg just
Yeah.
snaps like a twig.
Well, yeah, because,
No,
I
it
mean, didn't he
definitely-
knock him
yeah.
down before it happened?
I don't remember.
I don't
think he
know.
did.
Yeah, I think he stood back up, and that's what.
Yeah, because he
Caused
had
the
to have knocked
fracture.
him down.
Yeah.
I don't
It's-
know if that's to blame, though. Like, you should have just stepped better, nerd.
No, yeah. No, I
Fucking
definitely
walk
think-
better.
I definitely think Dustin totally didn't like take it. I mean, again, I haven't watched.
I just
It
hope
was
he
the-
doesn't brag about it.
It was the first.
Yeah,
It was
because
the
that's
first
like
round.
like,
But
that's
he's
like,
not. He's not Jake.
Well, that's the
so-
thing,
Yeah.
though. That's the thing is like, for how much fucking McGregor has shat talked through his career, it's like you kind of have to take it back. You can't just tell somebody don't shit talk me after you shat talk them throughout an entire
yeah.
press conference.
Especially
It's like-
after saying you're dead in the octagon.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
day
Because it
before.
makes you look bad.
I'm
Yeah.
glad he's out though, cause his fucking his Irish accent was too much. It was. I've never seen a motherfucker with that strong of an Irish accent. It's actually crazy.
No, one of the best Irish fighters, though. It's just a shame that it's probably gonna be his last fight because
Yeah.
I don't see him making a return.
I mean, you could do like a return fight.
well,
to
he's already
fight,
making
like,
money
to get
off
some
of
money.
like other
Some
companies
shit.
that he has.
He
has
makes ads.
He has
one for Puma.
he has multiple gyms. He has his own alcohol. So basically, the
He's
way
fine.
he's set for life. He doesn't need to do any more fights.
Yeah, he needs to retire.
It's just that I'm sure people are gonna look at his name and be like, "Who, Conor McGregor can't fucking fight." It's like he can. He's just on the end. I mean, it was the same with Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was like known for knocking fucking chicks out within 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden she started losing, and it just happens. You get that famous, you have this streak, and then you fall. It happens in
Yeah.
everybody's career. Some
The
is
higher
short.
you
Some
go, the
some
harder you
some.
fall.
Some happen sooner, some happen later. And for Conor, it happened later. And for Ronda Rousey, it happened sooner. Because she was around for like 2 years, and then she started losing fights and went to the WWE. Which, by the way, pays you like 10 times more than what UFC does.
because
It's-
meatheads love going to those rings
Well, I
and
mean,
seeing
you have to
fucking
think about it.
these big
You have an
dudes.
athlete or a pro athlete actor. Like, which one
Yeah,
is
you
going to
gotta
get paid
act,
more?
yeah.
I mean, that's basically what all.
WWE is hilarious because it's just
It
this
is
big
fun.
ass fucking
Dude, you just watch someone.
testosterone filled
I-
steroid
You
fucks
forget
just
how, like,
slamming each
crazy
other.
it is.
You just
Yeah.
watch a guy get divorced in the ring, and then they have a fight.
Yeah. My
And then you're
favorite
crying.
clip Is like,
You're
it was
like-
like when like John Cena's fighting someone and they're like, oh, you can't stop me. And he's like, yeah, but they can't. He sends like 1,000 fucking John Cenas. It's like, holy shit. Like, I remember watching this as a kid and being like, that's real. This is real fighting. They are fighting each other.
I always just find it funny when it's just like they have this whole lengthy drama where it's like, you know, your wife may have fucked my wife, but I fucked both of them, which means I'm the ultimate champ and I get the belt.
Have you guys seen that video of the dude saying the N-word in WWE?
Which one?
I forgot his name.
Which one?
Which one?
How many are...
There's no
Do
way.
you know
I'm sure. Well, there's one of are you talking about McMahon where he's talking to John Cena and he says, "Thanks," you know?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's the one I remember specifically where he's with John Cena and then he calls him the N-word like as a friendly gesture. Then John Cena's like, "What the fuck, McMahon? Why did you just say that to me?" It's like one of the most awkward
I don't
situations.
remember who it is, but I'm following an Instagram page that posts the video every single day. Just as like a, you know, good little thing to watch in the morning.
Imagine getting added to a role called the WWE Awkward Moments. That must fucking suck.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, let's go watch my awkward moment where I called McMahon a queen.
We're gonna have to bleep that out.
That's fine. That I make funny bleeps, so it works.
Yeah, that's true.
What should I put for that bleep?
I feel like a cool dolphin noise.
Do the WWE.
I'll do
you should
I'll do McMahon saying the N-word.
That'll make it better.
Yeah,
Just make it
that's
sound like you're saying
so
the
much
N-word,
better.
yeah.
No, you should just
Hey,
have
I
Young Nudist say WWE SmackDown.
Yeah, replace the F word with the N-word.
Down.
I think these things out before I do them, Seth. I always plan out my situations. If I'm gonna say a bad word, I planned it out. So
He's
that bad
supposed to
word,
say the bad
that
word.
bad word got planned out.
I fucking love this video.
Isn't Hulk Hogan dead?
Oh, come on, please. No, he's not dead. Come on.
No,
bro.
he has a whole family of
Fucking
mutant
buffery.
people, of like mutant Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
Like his
he's
sons
a-
have the same mustache as his dad.
Yeah, and he's
as
like,
like
yeah,
Hulk
fuck.
Hogan's.
Come on, it's so long. Just get to the meat right here.
That guy to the left's like,
Oh, okay.
He fucking gets
yeah,
so
but
embarrassed.
in that case, it's like,
funny.
I think in that case, I'm pretty sure that would be looked at as normal since he is black.
No, of course.
Well,
of
it
course.
was like
But
clearly
just
heated
the
the
way it
moment.
was live,
Like,
and then
Yeah.
the way he like face pops, it's so fucking funny. Yeah, no, he's not racist or anything. I just think it's fucking.
Well, you
hilarious.
can't be Nah, never mind. I was
Yeah,
about to say
I
you
was
can't be
gonna
racist
say-
to your own people, but you can.
You can.
You can. But
we
it's-
literally just discussed that
But
earlier.
like that's like a word they use, and,
No, of
and
course,
if
no.
if you're calling it to someone else in
No,
like a way like
yeah.
I'm coming for you, then you can't.
It's not
You can't
racist.
be ashamed of
I'm
yourself.
not.
Well, I think the
racist.
worst
I just
part,
think
the
it's a
worst
fucking
part
hilarious clip.
though about it is just when it gets recorded because now
Yeah.
somebody can look back and reference when you said that, and they have film to be like, hey, remember when you said this
like-
on live television, and then it gets used as a weapon, and then that doesn't turn fun.
But there is a lot, like so much worse things out there.
There are, but unfortunately, the moments that shouldn't be caught on camera tend to be caught on camera. Like moments that are not like where I'm sure in that case he wasn't meaning to say it in a hateful way, but unfortunately I'm sure a lot of people at home will look at that and be like, it's coming out that well yeah, because you have fucking people that don't have common knowledge where they're just like, oh, they're not saying that because, you know, they hate people, they're just saying that because it's a casual word, to where you get people at home that go,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm calling them right now.
It's very clearly a slip of tongue 'cause it says sucker before, so I'm sure he meant to say sucker again or whatever.
I think my favorite quote or like
Our
line
favorite
of
N-word moments.
no.
Top 10 N-word
Hold on, bro. Let him speak.
My goodness,
Number 10.
scaring me with all these moments. But I think one of my favorite moments when it comes to WE clips was, I want to say it's Macho Man Randy Savage basically talking about cream, how he's the cream of the crop, and he explains the
Uh-oh.
entire time by using a creamer, like a coffee creamer. But the cream! I am the cream! It's like one of the weirdest shit, because he's just got this coffee creamer, and he's like, but the cream! And it's so fucking funny. I remember seeing it as a meme, and I was just like, and then at the end, he's like, I'm the cream of the crop! And you're just like, whoa, bro. Coffee cream over the coffee creamer?
It's steroids that does that.
It is
the
steroids.
roids.
Pure testosterone.
It's the fucking.
Do you think The Rock takes steroids?
No, I think The Rock is like.
think he's all
I think
natural and
he's
all
just
beautiful.
a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think high schoolers that get into like college for the first time for weightlifting do steroids.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
I know
There's
some.
a funny scene where that was like in Fast and Furious that Rock was in, and he was like, "Better check your forehead." And
I thought you were going to say there's a scene where
No.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or not Dwayne The Rock Johnson, fucking Vin Diesel does steroids. That'd be funny.
that would be funny.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's injecting Vin Diesel with steroids in his hip. We do this because we're family.
Vin Diesel and Dwayne The Rock Johnson are kind of like opposites, but also the same if you really think about it.
No, I'd say Dwayne takes care of his body to where Vin Diesel
true.
just kind of lets it. He only ever upgrades it whenever a film needs it. Like other than that,
Upgrades it.
Well,
He's a
whenever,
robot.
well, if you ever see him like any
patch
and
up,
like
right?
outside, he's just fucking fat, and he
Yeah.
fat, and he like fucking. My goodness, he's such a fat dude when you look at him
He's
without
fat.
all of his shit. But yeah, because
Sorry, Vin
like
Diesel.
the only time he
call him
works
Rock
out
Johnson.
is for films, to where you have people like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, where they're like, "Well, I work out because that's healthy for you," and he's like, "Well, I'm only gonna work out if they gotta pay me to do it.
I'm only gonna work
I'm
out
only-
if my family's
I'm
with
gonna
me.
go. This is a
it's for
family thing."
family.
God, imagine being that family that brings your family to the gym. We're going to a family gym. Put your sweats
Absolutely
on.
not.
I'd hate that. Come on, Gregory.
Do you think
Come
they
on.
do that?
Yes,
Temple reps.
I think they absolutely do that. I think
Yes.
there's a fitness family that's like, all right, 30
There's
minutes of
one-
cardio.
There's,
Very common.
there's a fucking show. I don't know what show it is, but it's fucked up because these fucking parents, they're bodybuilders, and they take their kids to do gnarly shit like an 100-pound tire. They fucking have them flip it up and fucking send it down, flip it up, send it down across the entire fucking street for like 10 minutes straight. And then these little fucking kids, dude, wearing belts and shit, and it's like, damn, you
They're
are
just-
like torturing them.
God, I can only imagine just the parents are like, come on,
Do it!
be pussy.
Yeah, it's like
Just shit like that.
no, and I definitely think that there is a fitness family for show.
You
You'll
know,
find that at Vasa.
Those ABC shows that probably do record that, you have to wonder how much of like the film they cut where they're like
God.
actually like screaming at their child and like the camera's rolling.
And they're like, guys, can we like make this so it's appropriate for
Yeah,
television?
Can we do that one?
They add
I
a,
love you, Daddy.
the way they-
What show are you talking about?
we're just
Every
talking about
show.
whatever show that like
well,
would
I
force-
saw it when I used to fuck like a little youngin' when I was 13 or some shit.
well,
Not to
Fucking-
bring up YouTube again, I know, but like I also wonder with those YouTube, families, how much they cut out on those videos.
Dude,
It's like, shut up, you fucking kid! We're gonna
I-
make the YouTube
I
video.
don't-
You're gonna tell them to like and subscribe.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's
I
Ryan's
don't
world
watch
in a
any
fucking
more
nutshell.
fucking
Yeah.
family YouTube channels after Daddy 05. No more after that.
Nope.
And the reason for that was because to people that don't know who Daddy 05 is,
Very abusive.
well, before then, I was watching his videos before he got accused of all that shit. But the thing is that you could watch the videos and be like, yeah.
Yeah, Cody.
Because
always
he
got
he
the
has
fucking-
he has these two ginger kids that so to explain, he has 5 children. He's got 5
Daddy
kids.
05.
Daddy 05.
And he's got these 2 other children that are ginger. And obviously they
Cody
don't
and I forgot the girl.
Cody and fucking we'll call her little Susie Tuhu.
Okay.
And fucking basically they're just living there and you don't know it yet, but
Well, it has a different mom.
well, yeah, they
That's
kept
it.
that very secret, and
Yeah.
the thing was, is in their videos, they made it clear, like, oh no, there are children, they're aunts like that, and they never exactly said that their aunt was actually their mother, so there was already kind of a sign of like, something's not right here, and then you watched more, and you saw the dad kind of do this whole song and dance with his children, where he's like, you're gonna do this to get me views, because we're interesting, and
Yeah.
you're gonna do it.
And if people were beating the shit out of Cody, he would just record it.
I wouldn't say they were getting beaten, but they were definitely getting yelled at like on a 24-hour basis.
Well, I'm not saying by, Daddy 05, but if the other kids were beating up, it'd be like like those videos where you look up like
Oh,
cockroach kills the dog or not dog.
Well, the way that they finally got picked up was like there's still so many videos of like them getting yelled at, but the one that got them picked up was the magic ink
Yeah.
prank where they sprayed that shit all over the floor and then they yelled
They
at their
yelled
2
at their
children.
kids. Yeah, even though they did it.
And then that's what caused them to lose Cody and little Susie too, who out of their family. And it's like sad because they tried so many times to revive their channel. They tried Daddy03.
Daddy03.
Or no, they tried Family 05. That's what they tried. They tried Family 05 because there was 5 of them left. And then there was like, we're not calling it Daddy03. People would say shit like that. It's a sad story, but like unfortunately it was a channel that needed to get taken down because it was something that like me and my dad watched and we're just like, this is child abuse. That's what this is. It's recorded child abuse. And I think it's another thing that kind of made the reason why the algorithm is what it is on YouTube, so that way we can avoid having another Daddy05 situation.
Well, Ryan's World isn't there controversy on Ryan's World?
There is.
He's like a kid. He can't choose to record himself.
Well, it's the idea too that like Ryan, like his parents kind of basically forced Ryan to do these videos. It's not. This isn't confirmed. Don't you fucking quote me on this. But it's basically like there's rumors saying that Ryan doesn't get very much choice in what he wants. It's mainly the parents' channel.
Well, I mean, you don't really don't have to say it's alleged. I mean, it's true. A kid can't really make a choice to start a YouTube channel, and a kid can't make the choice that he wants to be famous. You know?
I guess, but the thing is,
child celebrity.
I think it's more. I think it's more of the idea if that child wants to do what he's doing, though, because the thing is like for a channel like that, they're making a bunch of money. They're basically cheating the algorithm. Yeah. They're the ones that are like, I want to say Ryan's World technically makes the most money out of a lot of the channels on YouTube. But the thing is like the thing that's being so controversial about it is if like the child is being forced to do this content, where it's like these parents are doing it so that way they can make this money and they don't have to do anything else.
It's also like an idea like maybe that's not what they want to do, but they're forced to do it. Like,
could you imagine like one day picking up the camera, recording your child playing with some toys, and the next day you're the biggest channel on YouTube making the most amount of money?
It's just the algorithm because like it's full of YouTube's full of children, and speaking of which, retarded children that don't know what good content is. See, unfortunately, we live in an era now where kids can't grow up on shit like Cartoon Network. They grow on because we've moved away from the television. We're now on the internet, so everything that we post is now being seen by everybody, including children. So flat out, you could post something, and you could post anything, and then a child would just find it. You know, it's easy as that, which also makes the internet just so much more dangerous, and that's why that's why there's so many algorithms.
Give your child an iPad and go have fun.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that shit.
Bad idea.
Yeah, that's how
we get iPad kids.
And you never know the route.
I think there's way worse things than just getting iPad kids.
Yeah.
Shout out Desmond.
Shout out Desmond.
I love you.
Hope he's playing some good Clash of Clans right now while he's listening.
Or Zelda on his Switch.
Or he's getting messaged by elderly men asking him what he's doing right now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What he's wearing.
Or watching demonic videos on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, watching Demon Slayer, and all of a sudden he gets a message from a 37-year-old. Can I get the toes pick again?
With the toes.
Hey, where the toes at? I'll pay 30. I'll pay 10 for each I'll pay 10 for each little piggy. Which one went to the market and which?
You about to get pimped the fuck out.
Hey, which one went wee and which one went home? Or maybe it was both of them. I'm not sure.
Describe it. I'll give you a dirty boner.
God. Why would you allow this to happen? What are you doing up there? Answer my call.
If there was a God, we wouldn't have pedophiles.
That's on God. Wait a second.
I don't know. That's the thing is fucking. In that religion, they allowed shit like that.
That's true, because
they won't admit
Jesus was a fucking a menace.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't say it has anything to do with the Bible. I think it generally is just culture, because fucking back in like the 17th century, it was normal to marry like a 14-year-old because they're like, oh God, I've got to marry a bleeder. Some gross shit like that. Yeah, like
she's old enough to bleed.
Some Game of Thrones bullshit like that. It's like that was allowed back then, specifically with religion, and people don't like.
Well, also people didn't live as long.
Well, yeah, that too. Got to make them last as they are.
As long as they can.
She's running out of batteries.
Nice and ripe.
She's running out of batteries. She is.
She running out of batteries.
But it's just that gross thing where it's like, it's the same thing with like polygamy. It's like, it's that same thing. And I guarantee you it's still practiced today where it's like, I'm sure they've got wives that are underage, but they make them lie about it because they have, because they get so much fucking money from the government. Literally, that's how like most polygamists here live in Utah is they don't have to do anything. All they have to do is marry a bunch of fucking people and the government tells you to fuck off. They give you your own land and they give you your fundings because you obviously as one human being cannot take care of 14 wives and like 48 children. So the government basically will pay you to fuck off. Yeah. Because, if you like that shit, well, here's a free way of you not being allowed to be in society. Which is the one joke is that you're kind of like separated from society because people don't like you here if you're polygamist. But if you're Mormon, welcome.
Yeah.
Hi.
Take a seat. We're gonna
We're all polygamists.
We'll start our sermon here in like 5 minutes. And then God said 3, not 4. But then we as men overwrit that because God does not know.
God don't know shit.
No, if you did that, you'd all burn in hell. I said 3!
Because God did not see that fine ass booty.
What?
Yep. God made it clear. You get 3 wives and that's it.
That's it. No
but
more. No
but
less.
over time we've written it to where it's like, well, maybe God said 40. Maybe God said 40.
Maybe God had a typo. You don't know.
Yeah.
God.
Gross
God.
shit like that, man. It's a gross way of like, it's a gross and horrible way of living life.
Uh-huh.
Just imagine
I
you
feel
not.
so sorry for those people.
Well, just imagine you having 14 wives and not knowing like 20 of your kids' names.
Yeah.
Which one?
Well,
Jimbo. No, you're not Jimbo. Fuck.
That's why I always say I wonder if they number them. Like you, number 4, come here.
Make them all the same, boy or girl. Julian, come here. I don't care which one. One of the Julians.
Whenever one of them ought to talk to dad, they gotta pull a fucking ticket and they gotta wait like at the DMV.
They have to pull out a fucking.
well, think about the wives.
What if it's like a?
They get to sit there and take care of the kids, and they only get to see their husband like one day.
We need to get going.
All right.
It's just a little bit over an hour. Sorry for the shorter episode, guys.
That's okay.
But next week's gonna be
banger.
stronger, powerfuler. You know, it's like no, I'm not actually gonna go into that.
Are we
More powerful.
Where are we wanting to do the next episode? We want to do it back in the regular room, or we want to do it here again?
It's up to y'all.
Yeah, we'll keep the mics in the car.
We'll figure it out.
Wherever you guys.
All right. Well, sorry for the shorter episode. I'm sure it won't even matter. I bet none of you
Next
will
episode
fucking
will
tell.
be-
I'll bet you I'll cut this audio up. It'll be the same shit.
Yeah.
Bet you it won't even be a shorter episode. But anyways, in that case, guys.
All right. See you later.
My name is Russ. You've been listening to Suburban Ghouls.
Blowjob. That's my name.
My name is Seth.
I'm Bird.
My name is Chris, and you're watching Suburban
Chris,
Ghouls.
get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Nobody wants you here.
Always crashing our show.
Bye.